Alright, let's take care of the second chapter. The Science of Deduction. Ellie wished to share her latest discoveries with you. Perchance you are curious about the duelist's declared target? As it so happens, I have identified the weapon in question. The Treaty Blade is part of an Ishgardian noble's collection. Or was, I should say. No, it has not yet been stolen. It has been purchased by an Uldan collector, the wife of a wealthy merchant living in Vesper Bay. Suffice it to say, it would be remiss in my duties as a reporter were I to not investigate her. And should the duelist strike whilst I'm present? Well, I hope I needn't explain what a golden opportunity that would be. Ingratiating myself to her may prove to be the greatest challenge, though I'm told that she is a difficult woman to please. Fortunately, I'm also told that she has fondness for rare flowers, the sort Tatusi in Camp Drybone sells. You can come along if you'd like. Yeah, I'm sure you'd love to have more sane company. So, yeah, I will come along. I'm almost out of drink. The outside of the cup's still cold. Oh yeah, by the way, these Hildibrand streams are gonna work a little bit differently than normal stream VODs. I'm gonna be putting them up chapter by chapter, so everything that I took care of before starting this quest is gonna be its own little VOD, and what I'm doing for this chapter is gonna be its own VOD as well. Here you are, miss. Thank you for your patronage. Was it for love or money that you killed him? It was you. Have you gone mad? That was an Amalja arrow in his back. I don't even know how to shoot a bow. Amalja don't shoot fleeing unarmed merchants. They capture and temper them. Not that you or your victim would make for convincing merchants. If you're going to misrepresent yourself, put some effort into it. Wear gloves, for God's sakes. Or at least don't wave your hands in front of my face. The calluses on your fingers betray you as a veteran archer. Doubtless you used your skills to great effect 5 years ago, as did your partner. So again, I ask, was it because he took from you your share, or your sister? You don't touch a man's kin. He knew that, and yet he... Damn, I thought he did it for the money. You too? He's all yours. Yes, of course. Thank you for your help, Inspector. At least he's competent, but when did investigating crimes become such a popular profession? You forget, we're in a strange dimension where strange things are the norm. Like throwing bombs at people to get rid of their amnesia. It's not his job, you know. He just likes doing it. He belongs to one of Ishgard's high houses. Some say he's a baron. Not at all like that buffoon Hildibrand, don't you think? I try not to think about Hildibrand. We should get going. Lady Durilda will not take kindly to wilted flowers. Yeah, let's. Oh, doubtless we'll probably just run... I thought that was a maid outfit. Doubtless we'll run into Hildibrand. Oh, good. The frost on the side of the cup is turning into cold water and it dripped onto my leg. I'll be right back. I'm getting a washcloth. All right. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going over here. Prayeth return to the waking sands. Ooh. Wait, I was already on a mount. Right, I didn't want that. There we go, I wanted the saddlebags. I want to stick some stuff in here. Get these dyes in here. I don't need that. I'm gonna do that real quick. You know, honestly, I don't need this. I could probably just sell it. Still have that bottle of Fantasia, too. Again, as I told the last 20 who came before me, if you come looking for work, you're too late. And even if I were in need of additional security, I would not deign to hire a common adventurer. Now remove yourself from my sight before I have you removed. Did you really think I could be so easily manipulated? Present the right gift, speak the magic words, and would you earn my respect? What is more, a flower's beauty is fleeting. I value beauty which transcends the boundaries of time. Everlasting, enduring, unchanging, like mine. Now get out! Forgive us, Lady Gerilda. We need no disrespect. We were afraid that you would not heed our warnings otherwise. A notorious violent thief is plotting to steal the treaty blade. You fools, I shall come to claim the collector's blade, yes? I read the Mithril Eye. I know full well of whom you speak, and it is none of your concern. I have a legion of gods at my disposal. Should he try, I will have him seized or worse. And even if by some miracle he should succeed, he will not escape my wrath, for I have retained the services of a certain Oh no. But you may see for yourself. Like every piece of my collection, he has been chosen with the utmost care. Now look on my peerless inspector, interlopers, and despair. Oh, good. Yep. Ships that pass in the night. A signal shown in the darkness. The lady cries out for a guardian, and a gentleman must needs oblige. I swear to you here and now, I, Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall neither slumber nor sleep until the fiend who covets the treaty blade is brought to justice. Good sir, what brings you here? Are you come in pursuit of the duelist as well, or perchance in pursuit of me? Sometimes I wonder myself. As if you would spend a single gil on an insufferable incompetent... To be fair, you are not spending a single gil on me. The chance to investigate such an intriguing case is payment enough. Preemptive declarations of criminal intent are hardly in vogue. Sorry I'm late. Been solving a murder. Briardian Consulting Inspector. At your service, my lady. Oh good, she does have taste. Conniving Inspector? Consulting Inspector. Rotting flesh and saltpeter. Hildibrand, Mandeville, and Nashu Makaraka, I presume? Two rank amateurs playing at a profession which they know not. Call me when you've finished with these wastrels. You see, I do not want or need your help. Briardian is more than capable of overseeing the transfer. Now get out, all of you! Where have you been, Maria? And where's my vase? There was a strange flying thing, and the vase, I dropped it in the water. I was so... That vase once belonged to the royal house of Thorn. I almost said throat, so my house. Do you have any idea how much it was worth? You will go back outside right now and search for my vase, and you are not to return until you find it. Do I make myself clear? My lady, pray allow me to go in the girl's stead. It is not safe, for she herself spoke of a ferocious wild beast. With my unmatched investigative skills, I shall swiftly locate and recover the missing vase, thereby earning your respect, at which point you will gladly grant me permission to investigate the thieving duelist. Verily, it is a plan fiendishly clever to its intricacies. Not when spoken aloud. Miss Maria, would you be so kind as to tell me exactly what happened? Oh God, please don't make that smile. I picked up the vase in Ulda, like Mother said, and I was on my way home. I was crossing the bridge and then the flying thing came. I got scared, so I ran. When I stopped, it was gone, but so was the vase. I think I dropped it in Novika's wells. I wanted to go and look, but there were scary looking things down there. I was scared to go alone. You are no longer alone, Miss Maria. We shall go together and look for the vase. All 5 of us. I never asked for this. Why are you smiling? All 4 of you. I'm going after Inspector Briardian. If the duel strikes, I mean to be there. But, Miss Ellie, how can you ignore the plight of a young girl for the sake of a story? Because that's my job, you imbecile. Well, we shall not be derelict in our duty to justice. Come, Nashu, we must away. You don't even know what the bloody vase looks like. Maria, dear, listen. If it gets dangerous or if you feel afraid, you're to run to this adventurer for help, understand? Luckily, he said, come Nashu and not come Nashu and throat. But I gotta go anyway to make sure he stays out of trouble. And knowing me, he'll be back into trouble. There's not enough alcohol in this cup. It's empty. Regular drink. Oh, okay. I can go over here. A vase. Well, anything that falls in the water is likely to be swept downstream fairly quickly. Does this have anything to do with that queer winged beast I saw earlier? No? Never mind then. What winged beast? Why are you bringing that up in a search for a vase? Looks like I may need to save the poor bastard from a fate worse than death. That girl what run by earlier? I had seen her. Had something in her hands, but dropped it while crossing the bridge. Didn't get a good look, but I reckon it don't matter any road. Whatever it was, it's all gone by now. There's a certain cutscene for this little chapter of Hildibrand quests that I'm going to turn off all elements of and just have the screen. Flamboyant. Oh, hold on. Let me set some stuff up. There we go. Okay. Just so I have that ready for the cutscene, because it's one cutscene that I do not want to have obstructed by anything. It's not going to show up now, it'll show up in a little bit. A pox upon that thieving demon bird! He shall rue the day he crossed paths with me! Huh? A vase! I know not of what you... God, curse this infernal refuse underfoot. Every point is a dagger. There is something in the water at the man's feet. Do I spy the treasured vase of Lady Drulida over... Oh. Oh dear. Does this thing belong to you, child? Forgive me, I was so engrossed in my search that I did not notice. Your search for what, pray tell? The demon bird that absconded with my weapon. I set it down for but a moment, only to see it next in the talons of that accursed creature. I gave chase following it to these waters, and in my haste I must have stepped upon your vase. Don't fret, Maria. I know it looks bad, but I'm sure Inspector Hildibrand will think of something. Oh, but I already have my faithful assistant. Hearken to me now, for as the rising sun doth dispel the dark, so shall my solution to resolve our dilemma. But first, we must gather as many fragments of the vase as we can find. So we're gonna have to fix a broken vase, then. How could I have been so careless? Nice chicken companion you have there. Not sure, are you collecting shards or picking water grass? Come to present your findings, have you? Splendid! Let's have a look. Well done, my friend. There should be no more... This should be more than sufficient for our needs. He has performed miracles with far less, after all. Who? Oh, here it is. The hammer. A shattered antique vase will not deter Inspector Hildibrand from his mission. There is but one person in all of Eorzea capable of reconstructing this vase. A man whose skill with the hammer has brought the rival goldsmiths low. So breathtaking are his works, so fearsome his competitive spirit. This man is no mere goldsmith. You speak of him as one would of a great warrior. Once, a notorious gang of thieves perpetrated a series of robberies in Ul'dah, targeting establishments which sold luxury goods. One such shop was owned by the humble lapidary of whom I speak. This was the last shop the thieves struck, for the following morning they were found beaten, bound, and gagged in the gold court. The brass blades never learned who was responsible. The only information they had was the testimony of a thief, who kept muttering the words, the hammer. The hammer. He sounds dangerous. Aye, that he does. And so I do enjoy the company of dangerous men. There's pictures of it on the internet, I'm sure. But where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I'm Gilgamesh, and that is my companion, Enkidu. Well, not really. It's been many moons since I last saw her. So to ease the burden of loneliness, I tamed a rooster and painted it green. In any case, you mean to search for this goldsmith, yes? If so, it would be my pleasure to help. The pleasure's all mine, Gilligan. I, Hildibrand, agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, bid you welcome. If that is hard for you to remember, I will leave you to call me Gil. Excellent suggestion, Greg. Playful monikers are an effective means of building camaraderie. Call me Hildy. Now then, from what I know of the goldsmith's propensity to procure his materials himself, I have deduced that he is most likely to be found in the vicinity of Blue Fog in northern Thanalan. If it is there, we shall begin our search. Oh, we are in for a treat. To northern Thanalan, we must go. I'm just gonna go to Camp Blue Fog now. I'm actually gonna go on ahead and move this down here. Oh my. If a Doblin became a zombie, would that make it a Zomblin or a Dombie? I don't think that's the point right now. The point is there's a carcass here that looks like it's been brutally beaten. The Doblin's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. I don't think it's been dead long. Maybe whoever did is still around? This goldsmith is not to be trifled with. Whoop. The basilisk's wounds indicate that it was felled with a hammer. A trail of bloody footprints leads to the north. A single blow to the head. Impressive. Oops. You. And you. His handiwork is unmistakable. The corpse is still quite warm. The Doblin, the Basilisk, this Ahriman, all were slain with a hammer. As was this beast over yonder, unless I'm mistaken. That Chimera must be his latest prize, which means he must still be about. Mayhap he is watching us at this very moment, attempting to ascertain our intentions. He was ever a cautious man when on the hunt. Alas, it comes to this. Though every fiber of my being cries out in rebellion, I must break my oath and do the unspeakable. What do you mean? What must you do that's so terrible? I must dance. There it is. I am a Mandeville man, doing only what a Mandeville can, from the peaks of Kurthus to Thanalan. Mandeville man. I cannot avert mine eyes. That is the dance of House Mandeville, passed down from father to son. Were I to perform it within sight of our quarry, he would not be able to resist revealing himself. Alas, I neglected to properly stretch my legs beforehand. My good man, I see no other solution. You must dance in my stead, though it be a gross, nay, unconscionable violation of my family's traditions. I must bequeath to you the Mandeville. We can now do the Mandeville dance. And this thing is going straight onto my bars. General. Where is it? There we are. Here we go. The time has come for you to do what only a Mandeville can. We are as siblings now, my constant comrade, for I have shared with you the secrets of House Mandeville. Now you must use that knowledge. Go to the fallen chimera and dance like only a Mandeville can. All right. I'm going to switch over, and we can see this in all of its glory. Wow, there's a hammer in there. Fancy yourself a Mandeville man? That would do only a Mandeville can. Then lift your legs and put up your hands. Be a Mandeville man. He comes! Ho ho ho! You have not to fear from me, not at all. The only accounts I have come to settle were with the Chimera. But you were not drawn here by some coincidence, were you? No, you came in search of me, Godbert. Why else would you gyrate your hips in such a gentlemanly fashion, if not that? But more importantly, how in the hell did you learn the Mandeville? If I did not teach you, then who? By the grace of Thal, what sorcery is this? He yet lives! trying so hard not to laugh. Hildibrand, Hilidor, Maximilian Mandeville! "10 years, Hildibrand! 10 years since you've left home, and 5 since I've learned of your trip to Dalamud. How long were you planning to allow your mother and father to suffer under the illusion that their beloved son was dead?" "Son, you are Hildy's father." "God birthed the goldsmith a Mandeville man. Smithing is only a Mandeville can. Oil him up and give him a tan, fit for a Mandeville man." "Please, father, cease your undulations at once. There are more pressing matters at hand." Oh, and his clothes are ruined again. If anyone asks what Final Fantasy XIV is about, show them this cutscene. And that basically just answers everything. "This antique vase must be made whole once more, for the sake of Miss Maria." "Ha! Do not worry, little one. I deal with worse cases before my morning bowel movement." "Hold your applause until the end. Birgot, guide my hammer." "Look how it sparkles in the twilight, how it radiates elegance. Would you all not agree that it is a work of art?" "You've completely destroyed a priceless antique's historical value." "Nonsense! I've taken a dull, unremarkable vase and transformed it into something far superior. I hope you were paying attention, Hildy. How long has it been since you last held a hammer?" "Father, that is not my path. I am an agent of inquiry, an inspector. It is my duty to help those in need. Miss Maria is one such person. There are others too, innocent people whose weapons were callously ripped from their hands by a thieving duelist. I thought you had put away childish dreams. No matter. You will understand in due time." "No, I will not. I'm an inspector, father. I can be naught else." Mr. Goldberg, sir, I don't think my mother's going to like what you did. She probably won't let Mr. Hildibrand help with the investigation." "We cannot say for certain, can we? Mayhap she will take a liking to this reimagining." Another weird face. "You spoke of a thieving duelist, did you not? It so happens I am something of a duelist myself. Were we to cross paths with this fellow, I would welcome the opportunity to pit my skills against his, and Kido as well, I should think. I see you two possess a strong sense of justice. Full glad am I to have met you, Greg. Now let us return to Vesper Bay and see how our vase is received." "Vesper Bay, you say? What a coincidence! I shall be traveling there on business once I have finished gathering materials." "Oh, I think I might have seen the demon bird which took my weapon. Go on without me. I shall follow anon." There we go. If there was one cutscene I wanted to show without any elements, it's that one. This is probably the sole reason people like the Hildibrand quest so much. Alright, let's head back to Vesper Bay. Alright, I'm back. I know a new dance. Let me show it off. Okay. I hope she likes it. Mother, I brought you the vase. By the gods, have you all no shame? How dare you make my daughter complicit in your... That word. I don't know where you found this gaudy trash, but it bears no resemblance whatsoever to the vase I purchased. Now see here, Lady Durulda, not only did you send Maria to fetch your priceless vase alone, placing her in considerable danger should bandits or wild beast attacks, which they did, but... Gaudy trash? Lord Mandeville, sir, I did not realize you had arrived. Though I know it is nothing compared to the lavish accommodations an esteemed gentleman such as yourself must enjoy, I pray my humble abode meets with your satisfaction. Oh, it does, my lady. It does indeed. Especially that exquisite vase over yonder. Although I gather from your previous comments that you do not like my reconstruction? Your reconstruction? Oh, I don't like it. I love it. I would go so far as to call it the new centerpiece of my Thorn Dynasty collection. Ah, what a relief. I would have been most distressed had you said otherwise. We Mandervilles do so take pride in our work and ever strive for professional perfection. Oh, but why am I repeating what my son Hildibrand doubtless told you when he offered to investigate the duelist threats? Enough expository banter, I say. I cannot recall if your son used those precise words, but I do remember thinking that his help would be most welcome. You will be helping us, Inspector Hildibrand, will you not? Wait a minute, your father is Lord Godbert Mandeville, the man who took Illiland, Quiver, and Seat on the Syndicate? It appears there have been a great many developments over the past 10 years, of which I was completely unaware. In any case, we must redirect our energies toward the investigation of the thieving duelist. Our first order of business will be to review all the facts with consenting Inspector Briarden. Well, seems when Godbert is there, her tune changed. So yeah, she has no clue what the hell she's talking about with antiques. But all's well that ends well, I guess. Saved a daughter from getting scolded to oblivion. Why are you still here? Allow me to elucidate. Lady Durulda has asked that we assist with the investigation. Now kindly share with us all your information. Fine. Our plans have advanced to a stage that even you couldn't ruin them anyway. I commissioned several reproductions of the Treaty Blade through a merchant named Jojompa, who traffics in counterfeit antiques. These blades have been delivered to the observatorium, where they are being distributed amongst Lady Durulda's sellswords. Once I give the order, they will transport them via alternate routes to Vesper Bay. Oh, I think I get it. You're heading the real transport with a bunch of decoys, right? They're all decoys. The moment the thief strikes, our forces will converge on his location. including those disguised as small folk along each route. The real treaty blade will remain in the original owner's vault until the thief has been apprehended. Everything has been accounted for. You are superfluous. He's probably wondering, why the hell are you flexing? Mayhap we could use more small folk to watch the roads in and out of the observatorium, assuming you have the capacity to conduct yourself in an unassuming fashion. Fear not, my fellow inspector, for I am a master of disguise. Have you any information regarding the duelist himself? A description? You never thought to ask Humphrey, did you? The thief is said to be towering brute dressed in red who wields a halberd. Gilgamesh? A man so garishly dressed should be easy to find in the snowy Kurthis. Then I suppose we don't need your help at all, after all, do we? Come or don't, I couldn't care less. Be seeing you. Pray forgive my lateness. Greg, my good man, what a pleasure to see you again. We just received new information regarding the weapon itself. A victim described him as a halberd-wielding brute dressed in... a ridiculous outfit. A ridiculous outfit? Oh, now I am intrigued. What reasons would a warrior have for wearing impractical clothing? What reasons indeed? It is enough to make a gentleman laugh. So, if you haven't caught on, Gilgamesh is the weapon thief. The three collectors. I think this is the final quest. Allow me to summarize our current plan of action. Our destination is the observatorium, and our mission is to pose as goodly small folk in accordance with Inspector Briarden's instructions. Naturally, should the situation demand improvisation, we are to disregard those instructions. Any questions? No? Then let us sally forth at once. Good. I'll meet you guys there. Oh, can't go through an aetheryte like that. My throat has become, a bit scuffed from doing all these voices. Hildibrand, Hilidor, Maximilian Mandeville. Hail to thee, fellow servant of justice. I take it you were one of the many tasked with transporting a counterfeit treaty blade? Clearly, you've mistaken me for someone else, sir. Eddie, Sergeant, they're with us. More small folk. Keep an eye on them, or else. But sir, bugger me. Don't you bloody move until I get back. I say, is this land always so inhospitable? The biting winds, the endless snows? Mayhap keeping active will help me to stay warm. Oh, and should I chance to find the thieving duelist, I will of course summon you after administering the requisite beating. Good, you're still... Wasn't there someone else with you a moment ago? Ah, you speak of Greg. He ventured outside the gates mere moments before your arrival, fully eager to catch the thief. As we are. Come, Nashu. We too must answer the call of duty. You look like you might actually be useful. Why don't you have a word with my man near the east gates? We're undermanned over there. Oh, cool. My camera decided to freeze again. Hold on a second. Okay, good. All right, launch, please. There we go. Perfect. That was weird. And now it's in focus. What's this one? Oh, that takes me to, another dungeon. You see that just now? No? I don't think my eyes were playing tricks on me, but there's only one way to be sure. You wait here. Inspector, over there, look! What is it, Nashu? Pray tell me what you see. Aha, I see you, demon bird. You will not escape me this time. Why, hello there, my friends. Is all amiss? Oh, it's just Greg. For a moment, I thought you might have spotted our thief. Come, Nashu, we have lingered here over long. We must digress post-haste. Okay. Oh, it's a snowman. There is not out of the ordinary here either. No luck, There's Zenkidu. We have scoured every element of this area to no avail. I can only conclude that, having learned his opponent was to be the legendary Inspector Hildibrand, the duelist renounced his criminal ways and retreated into hiding. Or perhaps he is waiting patiently outside the walls for more wagons to leave. That being said, should you decide to venture into the wilderness, you had best arm yourself more than your wits. I appreciate your concern, Miss Ellie, but a gentleman should abstain from violence unless absolutely necessary. I'll fight for you, Inspector. I even found a weapon to use. By the 12, is that the selfsame spear which propelled me to the Red Moon? Wherever did you find it? It was buried in the snow. Well, one cannot ignore the will of destiny. Return it to me, Nashu. Though I will still endeavor to avoid fisticuffs, I will be duly armed and should worst come to the worst. Now then, we begin our search for the duelist to the east of the observatorium. Oh, I forget how this plays out, but it's still going to be hilarious. Ooh. There's sun. Ah, because it's early morning. Oh, hey, it's a Goobu. I feel like attacking it for some reason. Wherefore art thou, my nefarious nemesis? 'Twas not the selfsame creature, but one of many. Nevertheless, I know that my weapon is close by. You sense it too, don't you? Greg, I've been meaning to ask, why do you covet this weapon so? If you but beheld it, you would understand. In some ways, it bore a resemblance to a spear, but in other respects, it was quite different. It was crowned with a magnificent axe blade, to which was wielded a musket barrel. 'Twas one of the first weapons I added to my collection after arriving in these lands. Ah, how I yearned to reclaim it, the strongest of spears. That weapon of yours bears a striking resemblance to the strongest of spears. I claimed this weapon 5 years ago. Surely you can't be serious. Grr, now you call me Shirley. No matter, give it to me. Give it to me. The spear and I have traveled together to the very heavens. I will not relinquish it again. The spear and I have bested many a man together. I will not relinquish it again. Then we are at an impasse. My God. I can't believe I'm saying this, but well done, Inspector. Thanks to you, we've caught the weapon thief in the act. Miss L, you are grossly misreading our dispute. Greg is a good, honest man who I'm certain has never stolen a weapon in his life. Indeed, I have not. Every weapon I have claimed was by rights mine. Each was a trophy for besting my opponent in single combat. I believe that constitutes a confession. Seize him. A confession to what? I've done naught wrong. Bah, you are all beyond reason. Ah, yes, my plan to secure Greg's confession was utterly flawless, and his capture will be the coup de grace. Well, my plan is thus far flawless. Griffin Crossing is still impassable. I know who you are, even if that imbecile doesn't, so let's not mince words. Only you have the skill to face the duelist in battle. Even so, your strength alone will likely not suffice. I suggest you muster what allies you can. Alright. Looks like we've got to queue up for a thing. It didn't go well, I guess.
Oh, look at me! It is a relief to hear you footballs. Doubtless to this, there is unable to prevent God from escaping through the doors. Let's leave the rest to you.
Hi, Greg. Yes, it was I behind these doors the whole time! You took so long to arrive, I was getting worried you might have gotten lost. Long did I wonder what your role in this play was. A silent guardian content to watch events unfold with minimal interaction. At the last, I understand. We were fated to duel, you and I. You know, that's kind of how I feel like in this whole thing. The Warrior of Light could just not be involved in this and it would still play out normally. Best me and you may have the spear. Fail and your weapons are forfeit. Fair terms, do you not think? I will even extend them to your allies. I grant you the leave to summon others. After all, it will avail you to no advantage. For Gilgamesh is embiggening. It is embiggening time. Okay. All right. Muster the allies, which means I gotta do a bunch of queue time waiting. Great. Battle on the big bridge, now accessible. And you know what that means.
You don't worry about me, my friend. I have to take myself in due time.
That means I'm gonna be waiting. It says queue time's less than 5 minutes, but that could easily just go up, so yeah. For the YouTube portion, this is gonna be a jump cut to when I actually get queue to pop. And for the stream, it means we get to sit here and wait. And wait. In the meantime, I'm probably gonna finish my chips and salsa. Wow, that was quick. Barely had time to finish a chip. All right, let's go. All right. Yeah, it's just it's kind of an easy fight, really.
Fine, I admit it. Fighting all 8 of you is just too much for me. Not. I lied! Everything! Why, I've been had! Ah, one of the strongest of spears! I feel so great! Goodness gracious! I, just remembered something.
Oh, gotta run. Alright. Now phase 2.
I understand. I will pound you, silly! Aha! Rocket punch!
There we go. Oh god, I'm a toad. I'm a toad. Means I gotta avoid the Enkidus. Just go around in a circle and you should be okay. Go in a circle until it wears off.
I won't.
Oh, not again. Ow. There we go. Whew! I almost died.
Well then.
Hand over the spear. We beat ya.
That's enough of a beating for now.
Bastard's getting away. And... Nope. There he goes. Goodbye, Greg. Alright. Nice little remix of the Battle of the Big Bridge theme. Oh good, he's out of the ground. Why, Greg? Why? Alone, yet still armed. In any case, he seemed satisfied with the halberd. We will proceed with the delivery. Alright, back to Vesper Bay we go. Something tells me we haven't seen the last of Greg. I'm also kind of thankful that all these quests don't really give me much experience at all. Because I've been doing these as ninja and I'm still at level 60. Even though I only have like 5% left on my experience bar before I level up again. Ah, 'tis more magnificent than I imagined. Which will make a fine addition to my collection. And with that, our business is concluded. Cheers. I genuinely mean that in your case, by the way. All's well that ends well, right, Inspector? Though it's a shame that Greg turned out to be a thief. There you are, Inspector Briarden. Why did you not wait for me at the docks? Uh-oh. Why are you all staring at me so? Oh, never mind that. Where's my treaty blade? But did we just give you the treaty blade? Disguise yourself as the client and let the treaty blade come to you. Take advantage of an existing situation to distract us from the real crime. Brilliant. The man in red never spoke of the treaty blade, only the halberd. Moreover, he always issued his challenges in person. Dear gods, isn't it obvious? What is it like in your funny little brains? It must be so boring. If the man in red did not send us the challenge, then who did? Oh no. Oh! Ow! I believe this is addressed to me, condescending Inspector Briardian. Piss off. 400 years have I slept, 1,000 faces do I wear. What is yours will be mine. I shall come to claim the Lapis Maiden's virtue. A many-faced phantom thief. Interesting. The design and the wording is the same as before. The thief who stole the treaty blade sent this. Very well. I and I alone, Hildibrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, once more accept your challenge. He's not happy. Want a challenge, huh? Stand and face me, you buffoon! How dare you all laugh at a time like this, after allowing my precious treaty blade to be stolen? And you, Maria. Well, I suppose it is a little funny, isn't it? The two of them dashing to and fro, a pair of gentlemen mummers. You know, it's been far too long since we've seen a show. We should head into the city later, just you and me. Not bad, Hildy. Not bad at all. You are indeed a Manderville man. Mark my face, O phantom of many faces, for it is the face of the... But let's see what's gonna happen next time. The fiend dares lay claim to the fair maiden's virtue, as seeds of jealousy quicken within an inspector's soul. Can true love bloom on this battlefield? Will this Manderville man find his Manderville wife? A case of indecency. Hey, what's up with the goggles those men were wearing? It looks special. Maybe if I ask nicely, they'll give me a pair? I guess we'll find out next time.